Pippins. I swag different. That's why the money in the bag different. Come up short, you left your fam. I lay on beaches and swerving whips. You ain't serving, you just an urban myth. Every day, get ride around Queens on the jet ski. It's me. Every day, get to the day I die. Every day, get man, I that and I that bouncing up and down. Nearly broke. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute. White Range Rover, in it. Let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. White Range Rover, in it.
Everybody, I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. With the season winding down, thoughts are already beginning to turn to the playoffs. But you gotta play it out to the end. So these guys will need to keep the focus on this game and not start looking ahead to the postseason. It's the Panthers going up against the Falcons.
All right, we appreciate it, Larry. It's our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They run again with Ajayi. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. And he motions the wide receiver. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Here comes the D swarming to the line. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll get this across midfield to the 48. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs, and let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Going right side here, and that's complete. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Second and 10, Newton again. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Now Newton on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
To throw on second down is Newton. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. From the gun on third down, Newton got his target, Samuel. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. On first down, it's Newton. And he rifles one incomplete. The tight end, Ed Dixon, was the target. And that'll bring up second down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. A second down carry for Ferguson. And he'll be knocked down sideways at the 36. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Let's go!
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12.
Here we go now. All right, now, look at 56. All right, now, look at 56. No. Check. Patriot.
Now this time Mahomes will throw. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. They'll face a third down conversion attempt here, 3rd and 3. Here's Mahomes to throw. Dancing to his left. And an alley to run. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Freeman again. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. They get 8 yards back there, and they could use another one of those now on 3rd and 7. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. And a quick throw here that's complete. They get 14 yards there and a first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. That is caught at the 7. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. And he had time there. I mean, you give any quarterback that length of time, he'll make you pay.
It just puts way too much stress on guys trying to cover downfield because, as you said, you have that much time in the pocket. He can scan the field, find the open person. That's exactly what happened there. And what was the end result again?
Touchdown. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On 1st down, Newton. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Newton on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for. Now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
All right, here we go.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Hitting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On the counter, Devontae Freeman. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, it's Freeman, and he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Tailback, he's got it running left. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. And he'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Now onto the field, here come the Panthers. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. 2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. Here's Newton. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. And it's 3rd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the 1st half. They come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. To throw on 3rd down. Newton, pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. So out come the Falcons now. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
He finds an opening past the 40. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. And that drive happened quickly, which is great because they scored the points, but then their defense has to come right back out on the field.
It is exciting, isn't it, for the offense to do that? The defense is saying, okay, that's cool, but let's not make it a habit. We need to get some rest sometime.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. On 1st and 10, Newton. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. It's a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Newton now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ferguson. A very tough run, but for a short gain out near the 32. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. Newton to throw. Completes it to Dixon. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Now a first down throw for Newton. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes 2 to tango. To throw is Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And the back goes into motion. On first down, Newton. And he'll go down at the 28. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On second down, here's Newton. He's going to fire one deep over them. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They go play action here on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4.
No, check. Patriot. All right, now, look at 50. Check 3. Black 99 Philly, here we go. Leopard, Black 99 Philly, here we go.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And the wideout in motion. On 2nd and 10, Newton. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Duke Riley coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Partner, I know the ball security's preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down. Had to throw the ball away and save the yardage. He didn't get it done.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Carolina. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
Here we go now. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. All right, now look at 56.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10.
Back 99. Here we go now. Blue Landers. Blue Landers. Watch it now. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. All right, now look at. No. No. Check. Patriot.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Finding Gabriel complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Freeman. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
A handoff. Devontae Freeman. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go. No, check.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Mahomes going to throw. Throw left side complete. That's McDaniel. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there at 22. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary.
All right, here we go.
On first down, Mahomes. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Oh, some strong running. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
They'll run here with Freeman. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
All right, now, back out of that Philly. Here we go.
Again, it'll be Freeman. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down, 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Watch it now, Barney. Back out of that Philly. Here we go. No. Check. Patriot.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
On first down, it's Newton. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Reed. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. 23 yards on the play. Well, now they'll try the end around. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. He's going to look deep down the field. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They will go for it. Now Newton. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he's going to be out of bounds down to the 25. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz.
Gun! Hurry up, here we go. Blue, landed. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over. Hurry up, here we go.
They toss to Freeman. He'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
The Falcons on third down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. So they can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these...
Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And the Falcons grab it.
You've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing is ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. It's the fullback, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Bryant now to tack on the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it. Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Right back to Ferguson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett in there to get him the 6th time they've sacked him tonight.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And, Charles, in a very one-sided affair, I think we've reached the point in the broadcast where you and I, we may have some filling to do, right?
Yeah, I think you're right about that because we got to try and keep people around. We don't want them to change the channel. Stay with us in this game. Is that Ben Remsar? Are you hearing from Ben on the headset here? Tell us, stretch this thing out a little bit.
Get some talking points. Dig them all out.
That's what you get. A big-time producer. Keep them here.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They run. Devontae Freeman. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Buying time to his left. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Now it's Freeman. And he's got room. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10 at the 9-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And I don't quite know what's happening here. It's a first down, but the field goal team is out onto the field. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Well, I've never seen this one. It's second down, and the punt team is out there. And what in the world? Now they're going to fake it. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, it looked like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 15. Now a toss play. It's a Johnny. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. One last throw here for Newton. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. It's an 8th loss of the year, and that one cements the fact that they're not going to reach their goal of finishing over 500.
And that's too bad because they really pressed for it. You know, they gave it a heck of a run, but now they've got to find out who's going to play hard down the stretch and still try and win ball games.